Hello everyone, welcome to another class. In this one, we are going to discuss about the set and its methods, as well as we are going to discuss about the some specific or unique properties of the set, and also we are going to discuss that how it is differ from the dictionary. After that, we will be discussing the methods or the operation which we are operating or which we are using in the set. So let's start. So first we will connect our notebook. Then let's change the file name, set and its methods. Now let's write the heading also, set and its methods. Now first of all, I'll explain you about this set. That what do you mean by a set in Python? So students, set is a built-in data type in Python that stores unordered elements, unordered but unique elements. I'll explain you with the example. Till now, what you have to understand is, as we have already discussed in the data type, that set is a built-in data type in Python. Basically, it stores the data in unordered fashion, but it stores the data in a unique element. So whenever you have to store the data in a unique way, if you do not want to store the duplication of data, if you do not want the duplication of data, if you want the uniqueness in data, so we will follow this set. So let's discuss the properties of set. Properties of set. First one, that is it is mutable in nature, but elements will not change. But elements are immutable. Set is mutable, but if you are going to apply some changes in the elements inside the set, then it will not allow. So it is mutable in nature, but the elements inside the set are immutable in nature. Syntax of set is curly brackets, curly braces. Third property which we are having, that there will be no indexing. As we have discussed the indexing in list also, string also, as well as in the tuple also. But in set there is no concept of indexing, like you cannot access the value using the indexing. The fourth property, that is, if there is no indexing, then it means no slicing also. And the fifth one, which I have already written here, that it automatically removes it automatically removes the duplicate elements. So these five are the one of the main properties of set. So now we will begin with our program. So now let start the coding part. Yes. So for set, let's declare the set ones, that 10, 20, and 30. And now let's check the data type first. So we will start with the checking the data type. So as you can see, this is set. Uh, Next one, let's discuss the another property, that is, which we have discussed here, that it automatically removes the duplicate elements in a set. So we will discuss it, that how it removes. 10, 20, 20, 30, 30, 40. So now let's print S1. As you can see, the data is that the duplicate values are automatically removed. We have entered 22 times and 30 also 2 times, but only 1 time we are having. But the output is, as you can see, that this is unordered. This is not in the ordered fashion. So that's why it is satisfying this property also, that it stores in the unordered fashion but unique elements, which means it automatically removes the duplicate elements. So I guess now you can relate it, now you can understand very well that what does it mean. Because as you can see, the expected output was that 10, 20, 30, and 40. But as you can see, the output is 40, 10, 20, and 30. It's purely on the random basis. So which means this is satisfying the definition of a set, that is a built-in data type in Python that stores the elements in unordered fashion, as well as it automatically removes the duplicate elements. Now let's discuss the set constructor, as we have discussed in the tuple also, that how we can convert a list into tuple. So in the same way, we will be discussing regarding the set constructor also, that write a program using set constructor. So in this one also, let's take the variable s2. We have already taken s1 only. Set2 set, and then inside this let's declare a list 10, 20, 30, and now print s2, as well as let's check the data type also, type s2. So as you can see, now this is set, and the output is inside the curly braces, because we have converted this list into set by using the set constructor. Now we are going to discuss one of the important key concept which you are not going to find in lot of resources, that is the difference between dictionary and set. So now I have a one question for you in this one, that is, s2 variable we have declared s3. I want to ask from you that s3 curly braces as well as s4 is equal to set, and this print for showing you. Let's use the type here, that is s3, print type s4. So yes, but I have a question for you here, that I will give you 10 seconds to realize it, that this one is set or dictionary, this one is set or dictionary. let me tell you one thing, that the thing which is common between the dictionary and set is that both are using curly braces to store the elements. So now you have 10 seconds to guess that this S3 variable is dictionary or set, or this S4 variable is dictionary or set. So let me tell you, if there is nothing inside the curly braces, if there is a empty, then it means this is a dictionary, this is not set. A set cannot be empty inside the curly braces if there should be any element, or otherwise if you want to represent the empty set, so you can represent in this way. So let me run this. As you can see, the first one is dictionary here and this one is a set here. So this is the key point of the difference between the dictionary and set. A lot of resources are going to define you or going to tell you or teach you that the basic difference between the dictionary and set is that in dictionary we are storing the data in forms of key and value pair. Regarding the dictionary and its methods also we are going to discuss in our next video. But for now, let me tell you that in dictionary, we are storing the data in the form of key and value pairs. But in set, we are not storing the data in form of key and value pairs. Second catch, that is in dictionary, it can store the duplicate data also, but in set, it will store only the unique value. These two are one of the major key point or difference between the dictionary and set. But this was something unique, like for declaring the empty set and empty dictionary, how we can declare it. So a lot of programmers will get confused in between this, or usually confused that this is dictionary, empty dictionary or empty set, because both we are denoting by the in both data types we are using the curly braces to store the elements. So a lot of programmers usually confuse that this is empty dictionary or empty set. So let me tell you that this is how, if you are going to write, so then it will be treated as empty dictionary. If you want to represent empty set, then you have to represent in this way. So now let's go for another program in the check the another property which we have already discussed. So let's discuss it again, that write a program to check the tuple which is unordered in nature. Let's take the variable s till s4 we have discussed s5, then 10, 20 and 30. Now let's just print s5, s6 declared one more, that is 5, 3 and 8. And now let's call print s6. So as you can see, the basic difference between the variable s5 and s6. So in S5 we have already stored the data in organized way, so that's why it was displaying 10, 20, 30. But the next time I store the data in an unordered fashion. So then after that I call for the output this S6 variable. So as you can see, the fashion, the sequence or the arrangement of the elements has been changed. So that's why we usually call that the tuple is unordered in nature. Now let's discuss the another program, that is write a program to add a element in set. Again, I'm using here tuple. Sorry for that. Write a program to check the set uh, set property that is unordered in nature. To add element in set. So now let's check. Now let's declare it S7 in curly braces like 24, 22, and 8. Now I want to add in this S7 that I want to add one element here, that is 10. Now let's print S7. Oh, sorry. While doing the programming for set, only a tuple is going on in my mind. So as you can see, we have successfully added here this 10. But now as you can see, by default, it was supposed to be added in the last. But as you can see, the sequence is changed, which is satisfying the previous program which we have discussed, that is unordered in nature. Now let's discuss like when you have to write a program to add multiple elements in set. Now let's take variable s8, s8, so 10, 20, and 30. Now s8, we are going to use update here, and in update, now let's add this 40, 50, and 60, and now let's print s8. So the thing is, the main point here is that whenever we want to extend the list, whenever we want to add the multiple elements, we were using the extend. And whenever we were using when we want to insert any particular element according to the position, so we were using the insert. As well as if you want to add the element in the last of the list, then we were using the append function. But in set, for adding the multiple elements, we are going to use the update. So this is the main reason that why we are discussing in separate videos about the each data type and its methods, because there are some functions which or the methods which are different or used in different data types. So now let's run this. So as you can see, the elements are added but in an unordered fashion. Now let's check that if what if I will try to add 62 times, but it will add only a single times, which means as you can see the both properties here, that it will store the value in unique way but in an unordered fashion. Now we have discussed the insertion part, so now let's discuss the deletion part also, that write a program to delete element from set. Let me check if I have used somewhere tuple again. Okay, almost, yes. So write a program to delete element from set. Let's declare S8, we have used S9, 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Now let's remove with the S10. S8 we have used till now, so let's use S9. And in S9, I want to remove this 30. Now print S9, and now let's check. So as you can see that this 30, this element has been removed from this set. So for removing the element, we will be using this same only, that is the remove method here. So we can remove it by using the delete also and by using the discard also. So let me write here that remove. There is a feature of this remove that when the element is not present, then it will show an error. Remove. Now let's discuss the one more program for this, that how it will show the error. S10. Again, let's declare 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. So now let's try to remove this S10 dot remove 60 from here. That's fine. So now let's check. Print S10. So right now I wanted to I wants to remove this 60 from this set, but the thing is this 60 is not present in the set, uh, in this variable s10. So now it will show me an error, that there is a key error, that which means this key is, this element is not present in this set. So for this, what we can do, we can do we will be using the discard. We will be using, to overcome from this, we will be using discard here. So discard, when the element is not present, it will not show an error. S11. So now let's discuss S11, 10, 20, 30, 40 and 50. Now let's take the same example here. Then S11 dot discard. I want to delete 60. Then print S11. So now it will not show an error. So if you do not want that there should be any error, so you can use the discard instead of the remove. So remove will work in a proper way uh, whenever the element will be present in the, or the key will be present in the set. But if that key is not present in the set, then it will show an error. But this thing, this part can be improved by using the discard. So now let's check for the 30. So if you want to delete 30 for this, so the 30 will be deleted. So it will be better to use the discard instead of the remove, because if the sometime if anytime if you will check, or if you wanted to delete any item that is not present in the set, so it will show you the error if you are going to use the remove. So it will be better to use the discard in those cases only. Now let's discuss that, write a program to use pop method in set. Let's declare the variable that is s12. It basically removes the element randomly 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. Now s12 dot pop, then print s12. So as you can see, which element has been removed, that is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 has removed. So now let's do it again. So s12 dot pop. Now let's check for the print this s12 again. So now which one is removed? 20. So every time it will delete the randomly. It will delete the item randomly. Now let's check it again. Print s12. So now as you can see, one more item is deleted now. So this is how you can delete one by one on the random basis all of the elements from a set. So if you want to delete all, if you want to remove all the elements, then you can use the clear, which we have used in the list also. Uh, Write a program to clear all elements in set. S12 variable we have used. Now let's use S13. So in S13, now let's enter the values 10, 20, 30, 40, and 50. And now let's clear or delete all the items here. Clear, and now print S13. Or now let's print one time here also so that you can check the changes. So as you can see, earlier we were having the items in the set, but after using the clear function, clear method, now this is we are having the empty set here. So by using the clear, we can remove all the elements. Write a program to remove all elements in set using clear. So now let's discuss some set operations. Basically set and relation, I guess you have studied in the uh, g- grade 11th or 12th, or maybe in the uh, there is a subject in the graduation also. So for those operations also we are going to discuss in this set. So write a program of union in set. Let's take the variable s13 we have used here. So now let's take s14, curly braces 10, 20, and 30. One more. Now let's declare that is s15. Enter 30, 40, and 50. And now let's do the union. So there are two ways to do the union. One is that print s14 and in this way, and there is another way to do the union, that is s14 dot union inside s15. So in the both cases you can do the union. These are the two ways in which you can apply the union method in set. So in union, basically, like from this set, it is a set A, and this one is the set B, and in the union of the both set, both the items will be included. Now let's check that. Write a program of intersection in set. In intersection we usually calculate the common ones. So now let's discuss. We are having S16. Let's take 10, 20, 30, and in the S17, let's take 20, 30, and 40. So for intersection, let's check. For union, we are going to use this. For intersection, we can use AND here. That print S16 and S17, or you can use the intersection method, that is S16 dot intersection, as you can see here, then S17. So it will return in the both ways. You can check the intersection. So it will return you the common which is present in S16 and S17. So 20 and 30 is the common in both sets. So it will give us in the output by using the intersection. So now let's check the another one, that is difference. Write a program to check the difference into set. Last variable which we have used, that is S17. So now let's use S18. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Now let's use the S19 the same. And this is how we will be using for the difference, for calculating the difference, as well as let's calculate the difference from S19 to S18. So this is the difference. So while calculating the difference from S18 to S19, which means the difference, which means in difference, the intersection part will be removed, which means the common part will be removed. So as you can see, this 5 and 6 is also present in the S19. So this 5 and 6 will be removed. Only 1, 2, 3, 4 will be here from the S18 only. If we are checking like we are calculating the difference of S19 from S18, so 5 6 will be removed, only 7 8 9 will be there. But now this will display in an unordered way. Only if you have declared the elements in the ordered fashion, then only it will display in the ordered fashion. Otherwise it will display in an unordered fashion if you have already entered in the unordered way. So the thing is that this is how you can check the difference between two set, not into set, between two set. Now let's check for the symmetric difference also. Write a program to check the symmetric difference between two set. So now let's take this S20, S21. We are having these two sets here. So I want to calculate the symmetric difference. So print S20, and then I'll be using one special symbol, that is this one, then S21. Then as well as you can check by calling the function also, that is S20 dot symmetric difference, as you can see here, then S21. And this is how you can check the symmetric difference, that is 1 2 3 4 and then 7 8 9. The intersection part will be removed from here and both of the elements will be included. So this is a difference. So this is the difference between the difference and the symmetric difference. In difference, it was not including the 7 8 9 as well as the common part also. But in this one, it is including both set, and it will remove the common part, that is intersection part. So now let's write a program to check the subset. That write a program to check the subset of a set. Now let's declare the variable. We have used till s21. So now we will be using s22, 1, comma 2, comma 3. Then s23. Now let's 4, 5, 6, 7, 1, comma 2, comma 3. Yes, till 5 is it enough. So now let's check the subset. That print this s22 is subset of s23. So it will return in the value of true and false. Why so? Because we are using here, that is identity operator, that is or is not. So basically we are just checking only. This is just for checking purpose. We are checking that this 1 2 3 is available in this 1 2 3 4 5 or not. So now let's write here 7, and now let's check it again. So it will give us the false, so that this is not the subset of this set. So in the same way, these are the mathematical basically functions or the methods which we are discussing right now. Methods we will say, not function. Write a program to check the superset. So let's take the same example, uh, s23. Let's declare it s24, 1 2 3 4 5 6. S25 is equal to 1 2 3 4 5 6. Okay, so now let's check that print S224 is superset of S25. Yes, true. Because this S24 is the superset of S25. And in the same way, you can check for the disjoint also. That write a program to check the disjoint in set. Let's declare the another variable, that is s25 is here. So now let's use s26 curly braces, 1 2 3 4 5. S27, let's take the same elements, 1 2 3 4 5, and now let's check print this s26 is disjoint of s27. So yes, it is false, because this s26 is not this a disjoint of the set s27. So if it will be the disjoint, then it will give the output in terms of true. So I was checking that if any topic is left. So let's check. Let write a program to check the regarding the common elements we have already discussed. So in the terms of list, I guess if we have missed, so we can check that. Write a program to check the common number from list. We can say to list, that list one. Let's take here for example 1 2 3, and in L2 let's take 2 3 4, and we can check like, let's use the variable, another variable, that is uh, common, then uh, check with the set, that is list one dot intersection, because intersection gives us the output of the common elements. So now let's print this common, and now let's check. So as you can see, this 2 3 from list 1 and 2 3 from list 2 is the common here. So this is how we can follow the multidisciplinary approach between the different data types also. Like we can find the common elements or the common number from the multiple list by using the set methods also. So as far as I know, we have discussed almost all methods which we usually use in this set in this video. So in the next one, we will be discussing about the dictionary and its methods. So let's recall that we have discussed that set is a built-in data type in Python that stores the data in an unordered fashion. Uh, s- Now let me write in a complete so that it will not be built-in data type in Python that stores elements in an unordered fashion, or you can say in unordered way, but unique elements. Yes. So the properties of the set, which we have already discussed, that it is mutable in nature, which means but the elements inside the set are immutable in nature. Syntax of set, that we are going to store the elements inside the curly braces, there will be no indexing, no slicing, as well as it will automatically remove the duplicate elements, which we have already discussed. As well as we have discussed some mathematical operations also, like the for checking the union, intersection, difference, symmetric difference. So all these we have discussed. So that's all from my side. I hope everyone is enjoying all these videos. So in the next one we are going to discuss that dictionary and its methods. Thank you. Have a nice day.